Yeah, the Liberty Caps used to go in the fire department.
We were eating like, we had like 50 people. It was just like...
Did you get all fucked up?
I mean, it was just kind of like...
Yeah.
I either have a headache or I'm high.
Yeah, oh, that music sounds pretty good. Ouch, it hurts too. I don't even know who lives in here now. Probably hippies, mostly. But
Should be perfect.
there are a lot of hippies in Olympia. I don't know. I think we should just not say what it's about, just in case they're like, no, dude, that guy's a fucker. What does he want? Money for heroin or something? I don't want him to think. I don't know who. It's probably Evergreen students. So.
You still getting good sound, Rachel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, let's try it.
Oh, you've been recording the whole time? We've been talking about hippies and heroin?
I'm not even here, dude.
Yes, you are. You're going to be involved in the production, man. So what's the release date look like?
I'm going to try for fall.
What are you going to do with it? Do you, put it in, little
really good
festivals? I mean, do you get it played at independent theaters?
I'm going to try.
Here we have the Capitol Theater. They play...
I mean, basically what I'm going to try to do is finish filming by summer. And then edit it over the summer. And then try to show it in the fall. And basically, right now, of course, I've been more, busy with trying to... But, when I start thinking about what to do with it afterwards, I'm basically going to follow, a two-pronged assault. Basically, one is because I have more experience with bands. I'm also just going to, do something with it like I would have done with bands.
Yeah.
First,
promoted the same sort of way, yeah.
Take it on tour.
That's cool.
Maybe
That's
with
cool.
big business or something. I don't know.
Let them, show it or have a showing,
Do that, and then also try to submit it to those
Do you think, for my family's sake, can I get a copy of when you're done?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
I haven't seen Jared for years, except on film or on your trailer. I actually looked him up on YouTube just to see, there's live Melvin's performances. It's so funny. It's there's Buzz, with this giant, the hair, and then Jared with the hair, and I'm okay, it's Jared singing and playing the bass, but it's Buzz Osborne in the background playing guitar, and then he's singing in the Melvins. That's so amazing. It's so funny too. We were in Little Rock listening, to his records and stuff, and him just going oh my God, it's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Now he's in the band. It's so cool. It's got to be a total world domination dream come true for him. It's good. Yeah. It's circular. See what I mean about hippies though? You can edit that out.
You shoot that guy.
Well, eventually we all were totally, But he was the first one I never heard Nirvana until Jared was listen to this record, Or
Hello? Oh, hey, how's it going? Awesome.
Shut her down, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna park here for a second.
So basically, what's going on is I'm filming with Chris right now, and I'm pretty much trying to get as possible today. And
Come over the other side.
what time did you said something maybe about before?
Yeah. And listen, voyeur. There's some things you just don't. I'm sure you only have a limited amount of batteries and stuff. It's
This is
unlimited.
movie magic here, buddy.
It's infinite amount of batteries. Look at this guy. It's kind of interesting.
No.
Hey, pal.
Oh, okay.
You got to be in the movie too. You're from Olympia. Hey, looks like Mikey's home. I wonder if we could do some filming with him.
Okay, well maybe we'll...
Ask
what time would be good for us to meet you now?
William. I think that's his name. What's your
It
name
is
again?
Rachel.
Like that you just...
It's not Rachel.
It's Rachel.
William.
No,
It's not. Rachel's not short for anything, but it's Rachel.
it's Rachel. It's biblical.
It is in the Bible.
Yeah. Isn't there a Christopher in there somewhere?
Nah, probably not.
No. Rachel was like a disciple.
That's Old Testament
thingy.
stuff, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
never read the
probably-
Bible, but my parents did.
Did they? Did they want you to read it?
Their family members did.
I see.
Never did it.
You come from.
I read the
religious-
first page, fell asleep. I'm from Portland. I still live there.
There's a lot of freaks in Portland, huh?
Yeah, totally. Not as much as there used to be, but
There were always crazy people in Portland. Every time I was this dude walking down the street in a suit and tie, just mumbling to himself and chomping down this pizza. I mean, absolutely having an argument with himself.
oh yeah,
It's like, yeah, freaks.
literally crazy.
Yeah, actually, nut bars. There's Mikey's car up there. You guys should get in touch with him maybe after this.
Who's Mikey?
Fits an Impression, this band.
Oh, I know Fitz. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his car right there, that Dart. I think it's a Dart or a Valiant.
Oh yeah, that white car.
Honestly, you can cut the. I know.
Does that make you feel more comfortable?
I don't know. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking camera operators.
All right.
It's your whole thing. It's just like we get to do this because it's my job. I get to do this.
Yeah.
I can shoot you and just snicker. Look at him with his notebook. He's so serious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's business. Huh?
This is all business, man. He's like pretty focused.
It's good.
But this guy, he doesn't exist. This doesn't even exist.
There's no one here
No.
sitting on the car.
No.
You don't exist. They can hear your voice through this microphone.
But cut it out.
Probably.
Only yours is the
Yeah,
one.
the really important person. Hey, that's Mikey's car up there. That Dart. Or Valiant. Did you? Did you get him on?
Yeah, he was great.
Now he has 2 kids and he's divorced. It's awesome. Hey, man. You want to be in a movie? You sure? All right. Hey, man, I told you to cut.
That band was
Old schooly, you know.
Yeah, I remember the band when I lived in Yakima. The band when we were in high school played with them in '92, and it was like the coolest thing that ever happened. Like, we never imagined that we would actually get to play with an actual band.
Fits an Impression. They were so cool. It was the best band in Olympia, I think, for the whole time that I was playing music. It was always like, that's the shit. It's kind of like that Descendants style, straightforward bass and guitar, and just, they rock so cool. Yeah, actually, I saw them play. I think before this fire station was here, it was just a little house across the street from this one. So there were shows here. Down at AMPM, there used to be a house where the church is now, and there were shows there. It's always in basements. I saw Mikey throw this one dude out of a party one time. It's like Bikini Kill and Fitz and someone else down this basement or something. Yeah. This old big fucker just like being drunk and an asshole. Mikey just swarmed on him, just drug him out on his heels and just like dumped him outside. Get the fuck out. It's like, that guy's so cool. I want to be his friend.
I remember we bought that "Take It Away" single, I think, at that show.
Yeah.
And it was so holy shit. And then I remember I drove up here one weekend to see them. You know, they come out for the like just one hand.
Yeah, don't. It's so good.
It was really intimidating. And then the drums come in. It was
Yeah.
like just the right hand coming down on the street.
They're heavy and rocked, you know, really tight put together, you know, not like like us hiding behind the amount of noise, you know. You mess up a little bit, it just goes, whoa. It still sounds kind of cool. They were just like totally tight. That's the Lucky 7 house. I'm gonna cut film and I'm gonna take a drink.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yep. Good deal.
Oh wait, you want to say that again?
Are you rolling?
Yeah. I'm ready for you to incriminate yourself.
All right. So for years it's been called the Lucky 7, you know, food store. There was this really cool guy that worked in here when we used to play over next door at the house named Pat, and he was just, I'd see him at shows and stuff, but he was like, I'd come in and I was like, hey man, do you like your job? Whatever, we talked about it for a while. He really didn't like his job, you know. It turned out, I said, I'm just gonna go in here and stuff my pants with some malt liquor and see what happens. You know, he's like, dude, just as long as they can't see it on camera, it's cool. Try not to make your coat bulge out and stuff. So I go and get Mickey's 22s and just slide them down my drawers on the outsides and wrap my coat around. And he was like, all right, we'll see you later. Pretty nice guy.
And this place, obviously, you should say something about that name of that house being.
Right, well, the reason it's called the Lucky 7 house is because it's the Lucky 7 store. And so next door, naturally, well, everywhere in Olympia, I imagine everywhere in the country, you know, when there was like punk rock kids or whatever hanging out and going, you know, lived at different houses or had shows at different houses. It's like the house by the swamp, you know, that's the swamp house. Or the house out in Lacey where Vern used to live and have a bunch of shows out there was the Mushroom House, you know. This one next to the Lucky 7 store, the Lucky 7 house. The house on Central Street, that's the Central House. The house on Glass Street, the Glass House. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. I wish someone had a house by the dump and they called it the Dump House. That would have been so funny. Hey, are you going to the Dump House? The Neurosis is playing at the Dump House. Yeah. Anyway.
It's kind of funny too for like a bunch of people that are known for being creative.
Mm-hmm. Just to take the easiest road, I was like, where do you live at? Well, we live next to the junkyard. You live at the junkyard house? Right on. This is consistently sold the cheapest malt liquor and cigarettes money can buy in Olympia, right here. For example, let's just say you like a lower quality than Heineken or Corona. You can get it in here. They're not going to advertise it. It's not like South Central where it's just like Old E, and they call it the Old E convenience store, and there's like a tiger with a blue tiger, just like, drink your crack. More conspicuous than that, but good prices, great selection of malt liquor, cigarettes, and pornography right here at the Lucky 7 store. One of my first jobs is over here where it says instant cash, $700. I used to work at a pet store there called AJ's Pet Center. That's the kind of jobs we worked, you know what I mean? Jared worked at Evergreen making burritos, making coffee. Scott worked at the theater. He was a projectionist down there, you know. I worked at the theater taking tickets. Did Ruben and Justin talk to you about the scams we did at the theater, right? The punk money thing? Then Justin emailed me yesterday. He's like, we talked about punk money, and actually I don't think it's probably that cool to talk about because... Did you interviewed George? How'd you get in touch with that motherfucker?
Totally accidentally. Somebody, Ben.
You've been having like great coincidence luck
yeah.
with this.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, George was like, you ever hear the Frogs? Here comes big fat George. Look at that butt. Look at him. You never heard the Frogs? Anyway, George reminded me of that song, you know. Not just because he's, you know, but it's, look at that butt. Look at him gorge away. All the boys will play with his butt. The Frogs. Anyway, unbeknownst to him, we had this scam going on where, like, you know, someone hands you 4 tickets and you give them 4 ticket stubs. But that's all you need to give them is 4 ticket stubs. So you take 2 of the tickets of the 4 and tear them in half and give them 4 stubs. You've got 2 whole tickets and you resell them. All the, this is nasty, but all the fucking popcorn containers and soda containers, it was my job as the door person to go through the theater after the showing and collect the tubs and garbage in the whole aisles. And everyone just threw their shit everywhere. And this is one thing, don't leave your popcorn tubs in the aisles because the kids will wipe them out, and because it's the only means of inventory they had back then, we just would resell the popcorn and soda. We were making, I was making like $30 to $40 cash on the side every night I worked from reselling used. Someone just got done like, you know, chaw spinning in a Coke cup. We'd rinse it out and wipe it out and refill it with Coke and resell it. That's nasty shit. That's something you only do when you're a teenager. I wouldn't do it now because I'd be afraid of getting in trouble. But if the money was right, and now with inflation, it's been 15 years? That's got to be, $7 has got to be like $7.50, right? That's good. $8.50 actually. All right, Rachel, Mike.
Do you want to go back on this?
By all means.
Could I hear the...
Yeah. You want to hear it? It sounds kind of cool because it's in like
you should have said no.
I know.
Just
No.
I don't.
No, I'm not going to do it.
So you got the mic and the clip mic?
Yeah.
So why... Oh my God. It's so fucking
That's your
loud.
voice, man.
It's got a little bit of a delay.
That's because it's two signals.
It's layered.
Jesus Christ, that really picks up a lot of noise. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
Well, you guys are real professional. I'm really impressed. That's neat. Hey, fellas, that's neat. You want to go pound on the door?
Yeah.
I don't even think you should knock. I think you should just walk in and start taping.
Well, you know, there's always 4 or 5 like hippies living in there, so they're always just like, you know, oh, no problem. You walk in, they're like, whose friend are you? You're like, oh, I'm Joe's friend. They know someone named Joe because someone has a friend named Joe, and you can go sit
I
down.
was on it. It's some of my best work.
I gotta emphasize again, Rachel. I know you can hear my voice pounding in your fucking ears, but you don't have to roll the whole time. You know, we're just bullshitting.
Hey,
Unless
we're
it's
rolling.
director's prerogative.
Which it is.
And it-
Yeah.
Keep
I'm
it
just
going.
doing
He
what
might
he tells
slip and
me.
say
You're
something
obligated now.
fucking weird.
I have no say. This is not my.
Or he might slip and say
I'm just
something.
labor.
You getting paid?
Totally.
Fuck yeah,
Shit.
min wage.
Tarp Doc has a lot of cash. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, all you gotta do is roll door to door.
You will know.
Yeah.
You would know.
1 out of every 2 people in the country has heard of this project. They're like, I can't believe this isn't done yet. How this is not in the can, dude. I'll tell you what. We were going to go to Aruba this year, but instead, here's the cash for our vacation. I want you to make a documentary about a shitty punk band from Olympia that never really amounted to much. And I want you to make it good. I want you to do your best work. I want you to have Rachel running the camera and grimacing and grinning. And
Running into bushes, whatever it takes.
when Chris goes to take shots of whiskey, you cut tape. That's
I'll drink to
rule
that.
number 1. There you go. Are there still a couple plastic bottles in there, buddy? Good old shampoo whiskey. All right. Over here.
Oh, Q-tip hands.
See?
That's very
Camera off.
Camera option number 1. Do you know a 9705779? Get it on tape.
This should not be on tape.
Cover the mic.
Did you hear what Hello? Hey, Eric, this is Chris. Not much.
You can shut up.
Really? You know what? I'm gonna grab a spare tape and just put it in my pocket in case.
Hey, who are you voting for? It's a joke because you have the Obama sign, because it's like, I knew, dude, that was who you were like wanted to vote for, because you had like the sign and shit. You know, no, but seriously, like he's like black. Are you sure? You know what I mean? Because like, what if he just like wants to change it so that like black people are like get all the like tax breaks or something? You know what I mean? What if it's all weird? Don't film.
Mic's on.
Yeah, hot mic.
Hot
I'm just
mic.
joking.
Look out.
The truth is that
You get to
I
see
was
it
going to
comes
vote
in the
for Barack Obama as
Go over
well,
there with
but
it.
I'm a felon. I can't vote now. You can't vote. You can't vote when you're a felon. But yeah, I think, you know, well, I used to vote for Ralph Nader,
Oh yeah,
but he
he's not running.
the Democrats will always get this state. So
Yeah.
you can vote for a
It's a very
third
liberal
party.
state.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
vote for a Green Party member. So. But now, you know his middle name?
Yeah, Hussein.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I bet if everyone,
Well-
if they had just always said Barack Hussein Obama, he totally wouldn't be getting the like
I know.
the hits. You know.
It should go well in the Middle East too.
Oh fuck yeah! They'll be like, "Hey man, America's all right." Vote Hussein. You know. He seems okay though. Hillary gives me the creeps a little bit. Right, the kind of like the grin. It's actually a documentary.
On what?
When I was a kid, I was in this band, and We broke up like 10 years ago, but this fucking guy, from New York wants to do this documentary. It was called Cart.
I've heard her. I've been in this town a long time.
Yeah!
K Records, right?
Did you hear it? Nice. What's your name, man?
Eric.
Eric, I'm Chris.
Chris? What happened to Cart? Reason being the band.
Well, 98, we were doing pretty well, right? For an independent band, able to tour and put out some records. I got into heroin really bad, and that was it. That's what happened. They were like, yeah, actually we can't play with a heroin addict.
What were you, lead singer, guitarist, drummer?
I played guitar, and me and the bass player sang. They were probably, Jared, the bass player, was probably like more. I was probably not as much of an influential thing as he was. It was fun. It was a good
Still
time.
in town?
No, we broke up in '98. Jared's in LA. He's playing in the Melvins now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. He was here a long time. He's in Aberdeen. Yes, that's old timey. This is Rachel, the
Hi,
camera
Rachel.
operator. She's so nice.
All right, guys.
It's nice to meet you, Eric.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Take care.
yeah.
Hopefully you get a band going again.
Never actually, but fight the good fight. We'll try to We'll try to either get a black dude or a woman in the White House this year.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what happens. I hope it's a black dude because that woman, she's a nut bar, huh? Doesn't she kind of make you go like, ugh, ugh. She gives me kind of the willies, like I'm on a freaking fishing trawler.
It's kind of like when you go on the merry-go-round too much.
Yeah, and you're just like, let me sit down. I want to get a drink out of the
I
fountain.
think
Barf.
I'm gonna puke, but I'm not.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Barf in the drinking fountain kind of
Right.
thing.
Yeah. Chunky.
What do you do, Rachel? You go to school?
Not at the moment.
What are
I
you
do
doing?
this.
Really? Professionally?
No.
You make money?
No. I mean, yeah.
Bam! Oh, right in the fucking cab. Bam! Oh, right in the fucking cab. Did you see that shit? Bam. By the way, stop roll. You don't have to roll every second. I want to tell something to Bill. Dude, this dude with the Barack Obama sign, I was giving shit to him like, hey, dude, what are you trying to elect a black dude to the White House? Yeah. All right? He's like, so what are you guys doing? I was like, we're filming, and it's like documenting this dude once. I was in this band. He's like, what's the band? I was like, Carp. He's like, oh, I've heard of Carp. I'm from Olympia. And he's like, K Records, right? Bingo. Just instant man on the street, just wax. You got that box? Oh, you're just gonna use this?
Carp Obama, 2008. What do you think?
Carp Hussein Obama, 2009.
I think you should try and get a Bush and maybe play that one.
He's the only one that said, why'd you guys break up, guys? Because I got strung out on heroin. He's like, oh, really? Wow. Oh, that's about it. Well, maybe you'll get in another band someday. I was like, dude, it's been 10 years. I'm trying to get in a band. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Barack. It's so cool, dude. Just this, like, nerdy, like, greener, like, white dude, like, walking down the street with the Obama sign. It's like, please, vote for this guy. That's all I got going on Saturday. I was going to go stand on a street corner and say, vote for this dude. Who do you think's going to win? McCain's got the Republican side, obviously.
There won't be a Republican.
Romney just dropped out.
Yeah, I think it's a Republican president.
You want to get the political aspect of it? Rachel, I told you, you don't have to film every fucking thing. We're talking
I heard
politics
you.
now. Yeah, you love it. Right. Yeah, but she gives me the creeps a little bit. Rachel. No, I mean, Hillary Clinton. You know what I mean? When she's up there and she's like, when they're playing gospel music and she's going, it's just like, dude, that ain't right. Yeah. Why don't we confiscate your internet database and see what you've been doing? You're kind of weird, girl. That's how I feel about Hillary Clinton.
I'm a little afraid that just because of the way the world works, that's why she'll probably be the next president.
But it's still a woman. My theory is, no matter who the next president is, they're getting their ass shot. Look, if a black dude that's totally brilliant, that's like, the coolest sounding one, like Clinton to me when I was a kid, I was like, it sounds like John F. Kennedy. He's just like he's young, he's got these bright ideas, right? You're expecting just crack. Well, Barack Obama, he's gonna get shot. Hillary Clinton, if she gets president, be like, someone will be like, I don't want some cunt to be the president. Oh, it's bang. That's us. I'm kind of drunk.
Nobody ever shot George Bush. So
Get down, girl. Get on your knees. Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You could have a title card that was totally
He's talking about
inappropriate.
Hillary, I know.
So the subtitles just like asshole.
Well, I mean, George Bush never got shot because the people who shoot people were in the White House.
He's like,
Democrats don't shoot people.
hey, I'll tell you what. Don't shoot me. Asshole. You know.
it's amazing to me that somebody still.
You imagine someone would have capped his ass, but really, he's in control of everything. Kind of.
I wasn't such a pussy.
I'd do it. Now, if he was like standing right here and someone was like, "Here's a gun. This is George Bush," I'd be like,
famous
"Eh."
forever.
Well, I wouldn't care. Like, you still get 3 meals a day, right? Okay. Crap. Fuck you, Bush.
That'd have been like 6 years ago.
Good old crackheads. What is it? Oh, no. Hell no. I like that. Vienna sausage. Making a movie. Yeah. You want to be in it? Come on. Yeah. At the Olympian? Today? Are you guys going to be here Monday? You should shoot. You should. Are you eating those fucking things out of a can? You are. You are. Yeah. Dude, here in Olympia? No, I know. No, you mean the homeless in Olympia? No, it's fucked up, right?
They sit on their ass, drink coffee, eat donuts all day.
Dude, that's their whole thing,
And
though.
there's people out here that's actually
Collecting a check, you know?
They have enough apartments where they can get subsidized housing and shit like that, okay? They won't do nothing about it. Well, I just talk my little black ass up in the office over there and talk my way into getting an appointment.
Dude, why do you know what else? Where do you live? Where's your, like...
I'm homeless.
Okay, but what, in the district, do you live in Olympia homeless? Okay, see, you can contact your representative. I work at the legislature. You can contact your representative or your senator that is for this district in Olympia and schedule a meeting with him. And anyone's allowed to do that, any citizen, because you live in this district. And that's your representative. They're supposed to be the person that takes your voice or your opinion, yeah, to the mass,
But
right?
you know what? I didn't think about that. I just got pissed off one day because I had sick.
Well, starting with the media is the first
I
step.
just had
Though. That's a good
I just
idea.
had lung surgery, right? And I was sick. I went to the emergency room. They would give me no medication. So I go to the welfare office and I asked the ass up in there, okay? So that let me see the story. I left right there with my
You talked to the psychiatrist?
Yes, I left right there. I had my medical coupon. Okay? I mean, it's like, something needs to be there. They have enough apartments, they can make them subsidized for people like me who
Dude.
you can afford an apartment. How the hell I get $3 billion a month? Okay, they have-
You've been to the Fleetwood, right? You know where that is.
No.
Oh, that's the only subsidized, like, that's the only, like, project they have in Olympia is the Fleetwood.
Oh, let me see again.
You got access to a computer?
Oh, yeah, Red Roses.
Okay, I'm going to give you my email address, and I'll hook you up with your senator and representative for Olympia.
My
Okay?
name's Allison Michelle.
All right, man. Hey, I'm just going to give you my email.
Okay, that's cool. And I will email you first thing Monday morning.
Yeah, you want to get something done? I'm working on it. Like, you know what? I don't do anything at that job except really, really lame shit. You know what I mean? Paperwork shit, you know? But if you want to get in touch with your representative or your senator, email me and I'll hook you up to it. You gotta go through their office and make an interview, but then tell them what how you feel. Yeah, say like, this is fucked up. Look at all the buildings around this area that aren't being used. You know?
They can do something for
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
Oh, come on, dude. They're storing boxes.
Empty boxes
yeah.
with old paperwork from 1949.
Right, and they got it all on
Useless,
fucking. They got it on hard disk and stuff.
But they
don't.
still keep the papers.
Yeah.
For what reason?
There's shelter areas anyway that you could be renting for cheap that you should be able to live in.
Yeah, you know.
Right.
Okay, well, thanks a lot.
Exactly. All right.
Nice talking to you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Today. What's
Chris.
Chris?
Yeah.
All right, God bless you. Thanks for talking
Nice to see
to
you
us.
guys.
All right.
Take care of yourself.
All right.
All right. There's no more of those corona. Rachel, come on, man. Oh. Can you hear my voice? I know it's so fucking loud right now. You're like, oh, turn it down. It hurts your ears. You're like, I'm a professional now. I will still keep the shot. Come on, Rachel. Film somebody else. Look at these motherfuckers. Look at that scarf. She probably knitted that herself.
We're dodging it. Don't worry about it.
So, in Olympia, they have parking meters, you see, and when we were kids, I mean, we really loved parking meters, you know, we'd always... Should we just knock on the door? Yeah, whatever. They're like, go away, it's still good footage, right? Like, fuck you. Let me get the... I mean, look at this door. You know, who lives like this? I bet it's open. It's fucking locked. Check this out. Holy shit. That is so much worse than it was, like, when we used to play here and stuff. It's so fucked up. And there's like a live cat in there too, so. Wow. Good old Lucky Seven house.
Yeah, just tell us about this place since we're here.
Well, yeah, this is the Lucky Seven house next to the Lucky Seven grocery store where this place shows. Saw a lot of cool bands here. Steel Pole Bathtub, Bikini Kill. Who else? Bunch of stuff here.
Scott Richard?
Yeah, Scott lived right here in this room. These windows right here.
What was going on at that time when Scott lives here?
He sat in front of. He worked as a door guy down at a bar downtown and played video games the whole time he lived. He was such the genius PlayStation guy. I mean, it's like any game he had, you'd be like, "All right, I'll fight you." Lose, 12 seconds into it. It's like, "All right, you're pretty good at video games," but he played them non-stop. He was really good.
How old is he then?
We're like early 20s. There's a basement. We played shows down there and stuff. They had a KISS pinball game in the living room from 77, 78. Original KISS pinball. You had to put a quarter in and ding, 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 and it was a really lame pinball game. But it was still KISS. It's pretty cool.
Somebody was telling me about his kind of dietary habits with it. Was pretty funny.
Oh, you mean yeah. You coming to pick him up? We're gonna practice at noon, right? And he's like, he gets in the van and he's like, all right, do you need to get something to eat or whatever? We're gonna go get a bagel or whatever. He's like, no, I had, a Snickers bar and a Mountain Dew. Every day, and dude could drink Mountain Dew all day long. Just be like, oh, I gotta piss again. That's what kept him going. His nutritional habits, seriously. King size Snickers, Mountain Dews. Sugar, caffeine, and just so rotten. Chain smoking, Camels. Ugh.
Strange for someone whose artistry in the band was all primarily physical.
Athletic, really he was. Really, I mean, just great shape and just cracking them off and sharp mentally too. Where it's like You're not supposed to be able to sustain that when the amount of vitamins you get come from Snickers bars. You know, there's actually, if you see this, niacin is like 3% for the daily value. That's not going to do it, but it did. You know, he's cool. He was a fucking genius on the drums. He just knew what he was doing. You know, it wasn't about technical learning. Lessons he did with like marching band in high school and the quads and stuff. No. But for the set, like he just learned it from listening to headphones and playing along with it. And he's so good. Just all of a sudden was a fucking genius.
So
Really
what do
good.
you think in terms of him being like an intuitive drummer? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. He didn't ever have like parts that he just knew they were written and he would do this certain fill. He would just fill it in. And it was like things where, to me, it was like, I know how to do fractions and he could do calculus. You know? It's like,
But yeah,
theoretical particle physics. He could do like quantum mechanics on the drums and I could do like decimals. You know? He was brilliant. What's up, man?
How you doing? You all right? You all right? You guys all right?
Yeah, dude, we're all right.
What we feeling?
We're just fucking around. What are you doing, dude?
Well, you already knew it, man. I went through divorce. I'm gonna put it this way, man. I'll be honest with you. Went through divorce. Ended up downtown doing a little bit of time in the movie.
Just now? Did you just get out pretty recently?
Bounce back and get some life back, but you know, rolling through, just rolling through. See the camera walking through. You know, I had to go over here get cheap beer.
They have cheap beer over here, you know.
You already know.
Yeah, it's cheap as hell.
Going that way from that way.
Yeah. That's all we're doing is just chilling now.
You don't want my face on that shit.
Sure we do.
But check this out.
What's up?
You
You
drinking?
guys are cigarettes. What's that?
Who got a